What's up, guys? It's your boy OG Two Tone here. So basically, I just want to say first off, sorry guys, I haven't been uploading. I know it's been about 2 months. Usually I'm more consistent, but I just been really busy with work and stuff like that, which I'm sure a lot of you guys understand as well, and have busy lives. But yeah, basically we're gonna be looking at the Ruger RXM. It's pretty new in the gun world. It's not the newest thing out there, but it's one of the newer, you know, firearm handguns out there. In terms of how long it's been around. So yeah, this is a collab with Ruger and Magpul, which I'm sure some of you know, but if you don't, now you do. But yeah, I actually purchased this at what do you call it? A pawn shop actually, which is really cool. I had to pick it up, especially for the price. I just couldn't let it go. This is the back, so if you want to read that, you can. That's up to you. This actually for me was 320 chicken nuggets. I could not pass that up for that amount of chicken nuggets for me, and I've been wanting it. I've heard a lot of great things, at least from YouTube. So I just had to, you know what I'm saying, for me. It comes in a plastic case. We're going to open it. All right, let's see. Bam. Comes with some foam padding. I'm pretty sure that's like the manual and stuff like that. Mine's came with 2 magazines. With these type of magazines. Glock style type of magazines. Before anything, we're going to show that this is clear. This is the firearm right here. Empty the mag. The mag is empty. Rack the firearm. It's clear. I'm going to dry fire. This is the trigger right here. See that take up? Some people say, I feel like the wall's right there. But then if you keep going back, it's like a little creak. Then it breaks. So basically some people say it's a what is it, a roll type of trigger or type of wall, something like that. I don't know the specs like that. I'm not a gun guy to that degree. I like firearms, of course, but I'm not that crazy. Like, I don't know all the ins and outs. A lot of people have said that this is basically a Glock clone, which of course in a way it actually obviously is, but I think it's kind of like there was a guy who made a point. He was saying that a lot of 1911s aren't from Colt, but it's more so it's like they use that platform, so they go off of that, kind of like ARs, how there's different companies who put their own twist or whatever on it. The guy was just saying that maybe Glock 19 might be just in the future considered a platform because of how obviously successful they are, which I do like Glock. I don't have no hate towards Glock, but I do think there's a lot of other options as well, which is why I have different firearms from different companies. I've heard nothing but good things about this, about the RXM, and I've seen videos on it and stuff like that. But of course, like anything else, do your own research. And if you get one, or even before you get one, try it out at the range, see if it's really for you. So basically, this is supposed to be like Glock 19 Gen 3. Some people say maybe some other gens too with certain parts or whatever. I think this will stand the test of time, not only because it's with Ruger, so they're a good company, they've been around, but also since they're interchangeable with Glock. If something happens, you can always use those parts as well, you know what I mean, whether to upgrade or replace, stuff like that. Now, this is basically just a little rubber band that comes with it that goes around the firearm. It's not needed, they just put it there, I guess. Here, let's take this off actually, just to take it off for now. So like I said, mine did come with 2 magazines. See, Glock style magazines. Some people replace them with Glock mags, but for me, any type of firearm I get, I make sure the mag is from the company and for that model. I try not to buy aftermarket like mags, unless it's like Taurus. I buy Metgar mags because they are better quality and better, but it's from the company, like they sell it from them to us for that model. So that's what I mean. I trust what they give out for their product because it's from them. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. But anyway, so this is the mag release right here. It's kind of tiny, but I mean, it feels not too bad. I mean, it's enough to obviously release the mag. This is the mag, the back of it. I wish it had holes, kind of like some of the Glock mags. I think that would have been a cool touch. This is a side right here. As you know, it is a P mag, 15 rounds. Yeah, and of course this one's chambered in 9, as I'm sure you know. This is the front of it. Underneath, it has the hole so you can punch it and take out the spring or whatever it need to be if need so. Orange follower. It is a little dirty, as you can tell. Of course, like I said, this is used. It was from a pawn shop, but that's why I got such a great deal. But yeah, so let's insert the mag. I'm thinking about doing not a lot of things to it, but I think I'll add like a light or something to it. I'm trying to figure out how to hold this. Oh, what else? The grip is pretty good. It's not too rough and it's not too smooth. It's slightly less rough, of course, than a Taurus G3C, which is a really good grip. I really like it, but of course, when concealed carry, it rubs against your belly, which might give you a rash. So this one should be fine, but of course, if not, I would add a handle grips or something, to make it like the rubber one, to make it less abrasive, if that's how you feel. Let's see. Also the trigger. So this is the trigger right here. Take up, keeps going, creaking, go, and brakes right there. Let's see the reset. About right there. So the trigger is not bad. It's not the best, but it's definitely not bad. It's a good, decent trigger. Some people say it has a ball roll type of trigger or something like that, where like it's not a defined wall, which I could see what they're saying, but like I said, it's good for what it is, especially what you pay. It has a beaver tail right here in the back, so when you grip it, you really get a good purchase. It goes over the, what would you call that, I guess I'll just say over your hand, so when it goes back to slide, it won't catch you or I can't even think of the word right now. Pinch you or whatever, because I know some people might have problems, especially if you have bigger hands. The finish on top, and it is done by Ruger, like I said, and the internals are by Ruger, and of course the bottom and the mag is by Magpul. But the top, I believe, is a blued finish, something like that. It looks black, but in certain lighting, it does have a certain tone to it, if you could see right there, which is the same for my Ruger EC9S, which I've shown in my shorts. I haven't done a full video on that or anything. What else? It has a little ledge right here, as you can see. So when you're holding it, you have a good purchase. You know what I'm saying? You can really, get a grip on it while you're firing. It has one slot for the light. So if you want to add a light, for the Picatinny rail, has one slot. I wish I had two, but hey, one's better than nothing, I guess. What else? One thing I really like is apparently the front sight is a night sight, so it's supposed to glow in the dark. Also, it's like, I'm trying to angle it a certain way. I'm pretty sure these are suppressor height sights because they're taller than usual, and that's it. It does look, I'm sure they are. I'm just saying because I don't know 100% the facts. I don't want to say something I don't know because I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they're suppressor height sights. That's what it looks like. And the reason for that is because it comes optic ready, which is awesome. Now, their optic, the way it works, their system, I believe it's direct mount, so you don't need an optic plate. You just put it on there and then I think screw it in or something like that. For me, I don't plan to do that. I'm gonna keep it like this. I don't want to do too many things to it because this is gonna be maybe one of my main, defense firearms, but we'll see with time. What else? Let me see. And then underneath where the trigger guard is, has a nice little what would you call that? A hump, a curve? Not a hump, but like a curve, indent for your finger. Feels not bad. The mag is pretty thin, not thin, but it's not too crazy sticking out, from the frame. What else? Trying to see, make sure I don't forget anything for you guys. The slide release is pretty decent. Here, let me see. Let me lock it back for you. See, pretty good. Nothing too crazy. Dry fire again. Don't recommend it, but I do it. What else is there? I think that might be the main gist of everything. Like I said, for me, it came with two 15-round mags from P-Mag. So, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty nice, especially for what I got it for. What else? Like I said, it's chambered in 9. Let's see. Is there anything? Oh, yeah. So the bottom, it is a flared magwell. It's not crazy, but it's there. It's a tiny one. Also on the inside, it has these little slits, these little I don't even know what you call them, grooves, inserts, I don't know, but basically it's supposed to help direct the mag. So when you put it in, sorry about that, guys. When you put it in, it's supposed to help insert the mag better than without it, I guess. So that's part of their engineering or innovating, or however they engineered it, they made it, their blueprint, whatever is supposed to help with that. What else? I'm just trying to really make sure I don't forget anything. I think that's pretty much it, to be honest, that I can think of. You know how it is. Sometimes you make these videos and you don't think till after watching it. You're like, I could have said this or that, or you could have said it a certain way. But that's just how it goes when you make these videos, guys. But yeah, let me know, guys. Like, let me put it this way. Let me know, would you purchase this? Is this something you would get? Or do you have one? Do you have a setup with it? Or is it just plain Jane like mine as of now? And I just got this, like I said, so I didn't clean it or anything or lube it. So just so you guys know, I will probably do it after this video. But just so you guys know. I think it's worth the price for me, for the chicken nuggets. Wink, wink. It's just something I couldn't pass, and I've heard good things about it for me. But like I said, do your own research, do your own testing, make sure it's reliable for you, because it's going to be your life that you're, hoping and depending on this firearm for, if that's the case. But yeah, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below anything. It could be a question, it could be just your thought, it could be anything. And for the people who ask questions, other people also put your input as well. You might help them out as well. We are a gun community. Instead of putting each other down, what I'm saying, we should really help each other, even though there's certain maybe things I might not run, what I'm saying, like brands, technically models, I guess, too, as well. But I mean, I don't think I want to hate on anybody like that. But when it comes to your life, it's nothing to play with. But sometimes, you just don't have sometimes it comes down to money, guys. Let's be honest. If you had the money, you get the best of the best every time. But of course, when you don't, it's a little bit harder, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's the beautiful thing about life. Everyone's different situations, different, I guess, if you want to say journey. But yeah. But thanks, I will say this. The main thing I will say is, God is good, and without him, I wouldn't be able to be here, and I'm saying Jesus Christ is King. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and OG Two Tone out.